What's up, y'all? It is 5 a.m. at the moment, and here we are in the gym. As y'all can see, today's my day in the life vlog as well. I just chose to come in here earlier instead of coming in here at 7 like I normally do. But I woke up and I was like, let me get in the gym. I woke up and I actually felt energized, and I knew if I knew if I went back to sleep that I would go and wake up around like, I don't know, 8 or something like that, or like whatever, or I'll be tired to wake up around 7. So I said, let me just get up and get moving, and here we are. We're in the gym at the moment. There's a guy outside. He's like talking to somebody in the car. I don't know, he must be talking maybe to his wife or to his girl or something like that, but the window is up and that boy's banging on the window. I said, brother, it's 5 a.m. What are you doing right now? Shouldn't you be in bed? But everybody got their life problems, so it's just crazy to see, like, here I am going to the gym, or I could have been asleep, and somebody out here, stressing already. It's 5 a.m., bro. Today, we're working on arms. I forget what this part is called. I think it's called your bicep, but we're gonna work on this part today, kill that, and really break that down. And then we're probably going to do a little bit of back as well, because I know I need to work that out. But I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do, because there's only so much I can do in this gym that, of course, if I had like a LA Fitness, I'll be able to actually use machines to focus on those body parts. I'm gonna go ahead and get my stretches in, get my headset on, and get to work. The concept is that you're going to start here, you're going to come up here, that's 7, you're going to come all the way, that's 7, and you're going to come down the top half, 7. But it's going to work out this entire part of your arm. So doing like the bottom half, it's working right here, doing the full, you're working this entire middle part, and then when you do the top half, it's like you're working almost like this area, at least that's what it feels like to me. So I just finished the workout, and I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, right? I'm like, what does it really take to be great? In my head, being great means that you are willing to put in long hours, putting in a lot of work, putting in a lot of work that goes unnoticed, right? Or the behind the scenes. And I think that whenever it comes to understanding what it takes to really be great, there's so many steps to it, because there's so many things that you're just capable of doing that you don't even apply yourself to do. Like right now, like I told you guys, it's about 5 a.m. We're going on about 6:30 right now. And like no one else is in here. No one's been in here for the past hour and a half. Everyone's asleep in their bed, comfortable, right? I think about how crowded the greatness trail is, right? How many people want to be great but don't do what it takes to be great? And for a lot of people, I think that whenever it comes to understanding like these steps or the actions that you have to take, people don't want to do that because it takes a lot of work, but that's what makes people great. For me, I'm just sitting here and I'm thinking about how many people died not accomplishing their goal. Like they worked their whole life to achieve something and they never achieved it, or they never got enough time per se to actually achieve what they wanted to achieve. And I think that, as long as you're here on earth, you're watching this video, clearly you're one of those people that want to be great. You're one of those people that want to be able to push yourself, to be able to be in a position where you can be able to be bigger and better. My bad, I keep looking outside, I keep hearing stuff. To do what it takes is always gonna be so many steps, because if everyone was able to do what you do, or was able to just be great off of doing, the top 10 steps, then everyone would be great, or everyone would be applying that type of knowledge to their life to be able to start excelling themselves. And a lot of people don't really do that because they realize how hard it is. They realize that it takes a lot more time, it takes a lot more work, and it takes a lot more dedication than what most people think. You know, you see these big bodybuilders, you see big actors and stars and things like that. Like, they had to go through so many steps just to get where they're at, that all you see is the production, right? You see what the results are, you see what they do, you see what they have, you know, and because you see those things, then you're like, man, they must have got it so easy. They must have been born into wealth. They must have just had the right people around them. They must have just had a good circle of people. They must have just had a good circle of influence. Being able to put themselves in that position and being able to just have that easy step way. But like, you never know what someone goes through, you know? Like, a lot of people, they might be able to make it look easy. You might be able to like really sell it, you know, that it's not that hard to do, but sometimes it's a lot more behind the scenes than you think. You know, if you even think about your life, if someone was to look at you and they're like, man, they just look like they got it so easy, you know, they look like they got a nice car, look like they stay in a nice house, their parents must have a lot of money, right? Man, their family situation must be super close, and you just never know what happens. You know, all of a sudden they come home and they don't like it at home. You know, maybe the gym is their escape. You know, maybe going to school is their escape. Maybe going to college is their escape. Maybe going to work is their escape. You know, just getting out the house is their escape route. But you think that like everything is perfect at home just because of what you see. And so like, even though you see a lot of people that go through life and you're like, man, you know, I wonder what it's like to be them. I wonder what it's like to be in a position where I can be able to influence people. I wonder what it's like to be in a position where I don't have to work as hard, per se. I don't have to work as hard. You know, just whatever that really looks like. And I think that it takes so much to be great that a lot of people aren't willing to put in the time and the discipline for. And I think that that's what really separates the greats from just the average, because the greats are up. You know, they're moving, they're trying to make money, they're trying to improve themselves, they're trying to be in the right circle, they're trying to be in a better position, you know. And many people, they wake up, they go to work, they come home, they're like, man, I'm so tired. I feel like I've worked so hard today. And then they just go to sleep and they watch TV and they stay on social media, and then they go through the same cycle until the weekends. And it's like, if you really just look at months, if you just take your life, right? And let's say you do that. You go to work, you come home, you have your downtime, right? And then you don't really do anything to improve yourself until the weekend. You're like, oh, I'm gonna wait till Saturday so I can actually start working on this, like a Friday evening, so that I don't have to worry about waking up in the morning. Or I'm thinking about Sunday because, you know, that's my rest day, whatever that really looks like. Then like, you only have 12 days out of the month, because there's 3 days. If you do Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you only have 12 days out of the month of 4 weeks, right? And you're only giving yourself, what is that? That's not even half the month that you're giving yourself to actually improve. So if you're that type of person that you're like, oh, I want to be great, you know, I'm working so many hours, I'm doing so many things, then that's great. But expand that, you know, find a way to find a way to push through your limits so that you can be able to be bigger and be better in the areas that you really want to improve in, and manage your time better. If you find all this time managing to watch TV and to watch YouTube and to be, you know, out at club and to be wasting time, then you could be putting that time and investing it back into you. So typically a lot of those people have a lot to say because they're like, oh, I don't really have that much time. I don't really dedicate my time to be better. I respect those people that, you know, want to make sure that they cater to the things that they need to cater to, but just don't forget that you also need to cater to yourself, because that's also very key whenever it comes to you. Imagine being in that position where you can be able to give your parents some money, you know, or being able to bless your kids with, you know, investments, or being able to give them knowledge that they're going to take on for years and years to be able to teach their kids, you know, things like that. That's the type of investments of being the best and being the greatest at whatever it is that you're trying to do. Being able to excel yourself and then being able to rub that off on other people so that you can teach them how to be great as well. That's what makes you great. And I think that that's one of the key things to just being great. You know, you got to put yourself in a position to be able to excel, being able to put yourself in a position where you can be able to push yourself and be the greatest you. So if you feel like you want to be great, then put yourself in a position to win and see how far you really get. But this is just a quick little video. I just want to make this little video for y'all, just to give you guys a little bit of motivation. You know, what it really looks like to be great. Push yourself and put yourself in positions that you don't want to be in, because other people aren't doing that. With that being said, like this video and sub to the channel. And until then, I will catch y'all later. Gone.